Hi, very good evening to all, and I hope all are good. And I wish you a happy Pongal to all. My name is Bhavna, and our subject is business economics. This is for BBA students for first year in first semester. In this previous lecture, we discussed what are the uses of elasticity of demand and concepts of supply. In these concepts of supply, we discuss what is the definition of the supply, and we can discuss the supply schedule. In this supply schedule, there are two types: individual supply schedule and market supply schedule. And also next we see what is the supply curve. In this supply curve also individual supply curve and market supply curve. Today our concept is what is the supply function and what are the determinants of supply. In what is the law of supply. In law of supply we can also discuss what are the assumptions of the supply and also what are the exceptions in case of law of supply. Exception means in this particular goods the law of supply doesn't affect. Let's see here. What is the supply function? The mathematical function explains what is the supply function. It is the relationship between the supply and its determinants. What are the determinants? Its price of the commodity, how much cost we incurred, and what are the which technology we are used. All this comes under the determinants. Let's see here. The mathematical function explains. It is a mathematical function. It explains the quantity supplied in terms of various determinants. Quantity supplied in terms of various determinants, including in this determinants it including price. This algebraic representation of supply curve. These all comes under the representation of the supply curve. The mathematical function explains the quantity supplied in terms of various, how much quantity we supplied in terms of while considering all the terms including price. Thus the algebraic representation of a supply curve. So we can say it is a supply function. Mathematical or functional relationship between supply and its determinants. The mathematical or functional relationship between the supply and its determinants is called supply function. What is the relationship between the supply and its determinants? We discuss what is the relationship between these two terms. We can say it is a supply function. It is given as Qx is equal to f of Px, Cx and Tx. What is this? Where Qx is equal to supply of the commodity. Which commodity we are supplied? So we can define as Qx, and F means here factor. These are all the factors. Px is equal to price of the commodity X. What is the price of the commodity X? And Cx is equal to cost of production of the commodity. How much cost incurred while producing this particular commodity? And Tx is equal to technology of its production. Which technology we are used for producing this commodity. These are all comes under the determinants of supply. So supply and its determinants, for between both these they determine the relationship. We can say it is a supply function. Mathematical or functional relationship between the supply and its determinants. The supply and its determinants is called supply function. It is given as Qx is equal to f of Px, Cx and Tx. Px means price of the commodity X. Cx means cost of the production of commodity X. Tx is equal to technology of its production. Next, what are the determinants of supply? Determinants, let's see here. Supply of a commodity by a firm is generally not a fixed quantity. Supply is not a fixed quantity. Based on its price, the supply may increases or decreases. It keeps on changing. The supply keeps on changing. The factors that affect the supply of a commodity are the factors that affect. Which factors they affect the supply of commodity? Price of the commodity and other factors. Supply of a commodity by a firm is generally not a fixed quantity. Supply is not a fixed quantity. It keeps on changing. It keeps on changing. The factors that affect the supply of a commodity, or what are the factors that affect the supply of a commodity? That is price of a commodity, other factors. These two factors are affect the supply. It is not fixed due to changes these factors. The supply also changes. What are the factors? The price and other factors. Other factors means price of other commodities. Not only this particular commodity, the other factors price also changes. It also affects our supply. And price of factors of production. What are the factors of production? Land, labor and capital. These are the factors of production. While the changes the labor cost, land cost or capital means our investment cost also, the supply also changes. Next, objectives of producer. Based on our producer means those who are produced the particular project. For the producer objectives also the supply changes. And production technology, on the basis of production technology also the supply changes. Supply may affect of these factors. What are these? Price of the commodity, price of other commodities, price of factors of production. The factors of production is nothing but land, labor and capital. And what are the objectives of producer? Based on our producer objectives also the supply can change. And production technology, each and everything we can discuss briefly. Let's see here. First, what is the price of a commodity? For changing the price of a commodity, how supply will changes? Let's see here. While studying the effects of changes in price of a commodity on its supply, we are studying the effects of changes in price. Due to changes in price, the supply changes. How it changes? Let's see here. We assume that no other factor is affecting the supply of a commodity except the price. No other factor is affecting the changes in supply. Okay. When other factors are constant, we are assuming only the price will affect the supply. Other factors are kept constant. What are the other factors? We already discussed the other commodities, factors of the production and objectives of producer and production technology. These all factors are kept change. Only the change in the price, how supply will changes, we see here. Where other things are constant. A rise in price of a commodity provides a rise in price means there is a price ranges means an incentive to the seller. Price increases. We are suppose for example we produced the product for rupees 10. We are selling it for 15, but the price raises to 20. Okay, we produce cost, they are selling, but there is a hike in price for 20. A rise in price of a commodity provides an incentive to its seller to sell more of it as it fetches more profits, and fall in price is a disincentive to the disincentive. Disincentive to the seller as his profits. Here the concept is other factors are remaining constant only with we changing the price. Here we produce the particular product is 10 rupees, but we are selling 15, but there is a rise in price for 15 to 20. So we can say it is a profit to the producer. So we can give some incentives while seller can sell more quantities. We can give some incentives to the seller. If the price decreases, for example, you can say if we selling the 15 rupees, but the price is decreases, we sell for 12 rupees. So there is no profit for the producer. This is the concept. Based on this price rises also, the supply can changes. If the price increases, the producer can produce more products, then supply will increases. If the price decreases, the supplier unable to produce those goods, so the supply decreases. Other factors remain constant. Only change in the price, there will be a change in supply. I hope you understand. While studying the effects of changes in price of a commodity on its supply, we are studying only what are the effects while changing prices on particular commodity. We assume that no other factor is affecting the supply of a commodity. Here no other factor is affecting, all are constant. Only when change in price there is any change in supply or not. Yes. When other factors are constant, a rise in price of a commodity provides an incentive to its seller to sell more of it, and it fetches more profits. And a fall in price is a disincentive to the seller as his profits. Already we see with an example. The producer produced the particular product at 10 rupees, but they are selling at 15 rupees. There is a rise in price. Thus, if the person who sell these products more, the producer can give incentives to the seller, and also the producer also can earn more profits, and they can increase their supply. But there is a decrease in price. The producer cannot produce more goods, and then there may be a less supply. So for change in prices also it affects the supply. Next, other factors. While studying the effects of changes in price of a commodity on its supply, we assume the other factors that can affect the supply remain constant. Already we assume that. We assume that price of a commodity does not change. Here the price does not changes. The other factors are changing. In the above case, we see the other factors are constant. Only price changes. But in other factors, the price does not change, but the other factors are changing. Let's see here. Here the price does not change, only the other factors are changing. Here price of other commodities. In this case, other commodities prices changes, but the particular commodity price does not change, but it can affect the supply. In what way? Let's see here. If the price of other commodity increases, if the price of the other commodity increases, it becomes more profitable from a farm to produce those other commodities. So if the price of other commodity means, suppose there are two commodities. What are these two commodities? Like, you can say bread and cheese. These are two commodities. While I am taking this example, we are producing cheese. So we are not discussing about the cheese, but the other commodity bread. Okay, if the price of other commodity increases, the bread price increases, so the producer may produce bread more, because the price increases, the supply of they get more profits, so the producer want to produce more bread. So it will shift its resources from the production of commodity whose prices has not changed to the production of commodity whose prices have increased. I will explain. Bread and cheese. These are the example. The producer producing two goods, but we are discussing about cheese. So this is our main product. This product has the price has not changed, but the bread price increases. For the increasing in bread price, the producer want to produce more bread. In cheese there is no change in price, so for the resources means human resources also will shifted for producing this bread. Here the resources are shifted from cheese to bread, so here the supply increases, here the supply decreases. There is no change in price, but the supply of the cheese decreases due to the bread price increases. So while there is no change in the price of the good also, the supply will get decreased. This is the example. I hope you understand. Again I repeat. If the price of other commodities increases, here the bread price increases, it becomes more profitable for a farm to produce those other commodities. So the producer get more profit while increasing the production of bread, because here bread price increases. So it will shift the resources from production of commodity whose price had not changed. Here the cheese price has not changed. So for these resources we are shifted to production of bread, like labor and machinery which are used, they are shifted from production of bread. For this, here the supply of cheese decreases, here the supply of bread increases. Without change in the price of cheese, the supply will get decreases. So we can say without change in price also the supply may changes. Our next, prices of factors of production. Here the prices does not changes, but prices of factors of production changes. What are the factors of production? Land, labor and capital. Let's see here. If the cost of production of a commodity rises, cost of production rises means our production cost rises due to rise in price of any one or more of the factors of production. Here the cost of production means our in the past we produced 1 unit for 10 rupees, but it increased 13 rupees due to changes in land cost. We have to pay, there is a change in our land cost. You are paying rent more when compared to the last month. So for that change in rent, the cost of production of particular good will increase from 10 rupees to 30. Let's think. It's example. If cost of production of a commodity rises due to rise in price of any one or more of its factors of production, and the price of and the price of commodity remaining to the same, then the margin of profits of producer will fall. Obviously here the price will changes that 10 rupees to 13. Our production cost will increases from 10 rupees to 13, but there is no change in price. The price will be constant, there is no change in price, but our cost of production cost will increases, the price does not change, then the producer will get losses. So in this case also the supply will get reduced. No change in price, also change in factors of production, prices of changes in other factors of production will affect the supply. I hope you understand. Here there is no change in the price of main product, but the cost of production will get changed. For this the supply also affect. Here the cost of production increased, but there is no change in price, then the producer is unable to produce more goods, then the supply will get affect. Then will reduce the supply of a commodity through its price has not changed, then definitely the producer will decrease the supply of the particular commodity through its price has not changed. Similarly, a fall in price of a factors of production will increase the supply of commodity. Obviously here the rent cost is decreased, the our cost of production is 10 rupees, it become 8 due to decrease in rent. So similarly the producer get profits, they have to produce more commodity. If the other factors of production cost will increase, the supply of the particular product will decrease, due to the producer will get losses. But if other factors of production cost will decrease, the supplier will produce more goods. Based on these other factors of production also the supply can affect. Without change in price, the other factors cost of production will changes, the supply also changes. Next, what are the objectives of producer? Based on objectives of producer also supply will affect. How? Let's see here. The objectives of a producer of a commodity is to earn maximum profits. Every producer want to earn maximum profits. We are all know that every producer want to earn maximum profits. So the producer may be interested in maximizing his sales rather than his profits. So he want to maximizing his sales, means he want to increase his sales. So increase his sales means he want to supply more goods. Therefore the objective of producer also affects the supply of commodity. He want to maximize his sales instead of profits. He want to maximize means he want to produce more goods, then the supply also will increases. So this is also one of the effect. There is no change in price also. The producer objective, he want to sells more his sales, so he improve his production, then also the supply will changes. No change in price also. Based on the objective of the producer, he want to improve his sales revenue, so he produce more goods, then supply will increases. Next, production technology. Technological advancement means introduction of new machineries and better methods of production. Production technology means technology advancement means introduction of new machines. We have to introduce new machines and better methods of production. We are inventing new methods and introduction of new machineries for better production. This reduces the cost of production and increases the profit. We know that while introducing a new technology, it reduces the cost of production and increases the profit. So the producer is able to produce or supply more of commodity at the same time. At the same time, for example, before our technology, at one shift we produce 1000 goods, but new technology we producing 1700 goods. So there is 700 goods is more based on the previous. So here the supply is increased without change in price also. Based on new technology, we are using new technology, we can increase our supply more than previous one. So we can say without change in price also, the technology changes, we can produce more goods and we can supply more goods. It also one of the factor, without changing the price also the supply will changes. Thus improvement in technology increased the supply of commodity. Because of the improvement in technology, we can improve our supply. So price remain the same. Here there is no change in price, but the only for the change in technology we can say the supply also changes. These are all the other factors. Without change in price, the supply affects. Up to now we discuss what are the determinants of demand. Once we repeat, then we can understand in a better way. In determinants of supply is nothing but supply is not a generally fixed quantity. Based on some factors like price of the commodity and other factors, the supply will affect. While we take the price of the commodity, while if the change in price, the supply also changes. If the price increases, the producer will produce more goods, then supply also increases. When the price decreases, the supplier also produces less goods, the supply also decreases. So there is a direct relationship between the price and supply. And next discuss what are the other factors. Other factors means price of other commodity. For example, if they are in one manufacturer they produce two goods like bread and cheese. If there is no change in price in cheese, but there is an increase in price of bread, so the producer want to produce more quantity of bread because he want to increase its profit. Then he can convert the resources from cheese to bread. Based on the increase in the price of the bread, the cheese supply will get decreases. So without price of other commodities, based on the price of other commodities also, the supply of this particular commodity will get changed. Because of increasing the bread prices, the producer want to shift the resources from cheese resources to bread resources. Based on other commodity price, our commodity supply get decreased. So we can say price of other commodities also the supply will affect. Next, prices of factors of production. Based on prices of factors of production also our supply will affect. What are the factors of production? Land, labor and capital. If any one or any of these will get increased or decreased, the supply will also affect. Here the price doesn't change, but prices changes in factors of production. If the land price increases, the cost of production, the cost of a particular good will increases. Then the producer unable to produce more goods, then supply will get decreased. If the land price will get decreased, then the producer get profit. The producer are able to produce more goods, then the supply of the particular good increases. So we can say the prices of factors of production, there is an inverse relationship between the factors of production and supply. Next, objectives of producer. The producer want to maximize his sales revenue, so he want to produce more goods. For that, the supply also can increase. Without change in price, the producer want to produce more goods, so then the supply also affects. Next, production technology. For improving our production technology, we can produce more goods without change in price, then also the supply of the particular product affects. These are all the factors while changing the supply of change of other factors. I hope you understand. If you have any doubt, please let me know. I definitely clarify and I take another example, will explain it clear. Any point you have any doubt, please let me know and text me. I definitely reply you. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Bye.